Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing, what is this called, Amy?
I don't know, you tell me.
You bought it with me. It's the pork
tenderloin.
Pork tenderloin. This is sweet Thai chili pork tenderloin, really soft, really sweet. We fried it just to get it seared, and then we baked it. I'm telling you, the sauce is just absolutely amazing. Amy, let's give her a try. Tell me what you think. Really good?
Hot.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
If it has a taste, so
Good.
it's nice and sweet, nice and tangy.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna burn your mouth? What do you think, Alex?
I hope Amy has some water.
Yeah.
So let's hit the like, share, subscribe button. Tune in for our sweet Thai chili sauce pork tenderloin. Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Paul. With me today is Chef Alex.
Hey guys.
Today we're going to be making Thai sweet chili pork roast, or pork shoulder. Tony, if you're watching this, buddy, eat like a pig, because so are we. I've got my cast iron pan. If you don't have a cast iron, you're going to have to do things a little different, meaning get like a bacon pan, because we're only going to sear, but we'll get to that. I've got that heating up, and I've got the stove heating up too. So I would normally prefer to use olive oil, but the price of things nowadays is kind of ridiculously bad.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be like that for quite a long time.
It is, which really sucks. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a little messy here, and yeah, I get it. It's going to suck, but you know, what are you going to do?
You just got to make sure to wash your hands really well.
Yep.
Especially since it's pork, you want to make sure that you wash your hands well after handling it.
So we're going to do this on both sides. I'm putting a little bit of ginger and
Garlic?
garlic. Thanks, hey, buddy.
No problem.
And then I'm going to put a little paprika on here.
Okay.
Now, Terho, if you're doing this, you can apply a lot more hot sauce on this if you want. And I had ginger, but I really don't want that. We're going to make sure we get this all over this. Then we're going to flip this around. And this is nice and tender. And you're gonna find, if you preheat your oven and everything else, this is gonna go really quick. Probably more oil than I needed. I can't find my brush, otherwise I probably would have done things a little different.
And yeah, you want to make sure that you get both sides.
Now I'm only doing the salt on one side, because that's how I want to do it today. Probably should have done pepper on both, but oh well. Pork roast is absolutely amazing. It's one of those things you could probably eat a lot of. And I can already tell that the Stovetop is ready to go. And that's cool because we're almost ready to go. Dun, 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 dun. Where the heck I put the cover for this? We'll find that in a few minutes. Not too worried about it right this second. And there's one thing I want. Yeah. Still have to make a sauce. But when it's sitting in the oven, we can do that. Okay, so that look too hard, guys?
No, that didn't look hard at all.
Just gonna do that on both sides, and the trick is all we're doing here, we're not doing anything else. All we're going to do is we're going to sear both sides. That's it. We're not going to cook this very long.
So you're not going to cook it all the way through, just searing both sides?
Just searing both sides.
Okay.
The reason we're doing that is we're going to take this back out and we're going to bake this in the oven. Now it doesn't take very long to do this now, does it?
No, only a few seconds.
Now, if you don't have a cast iron, this is probably going to take a little longer. This doesn't take very long in a cast iron. So, it's not a big deal, but if this was something where I was, I don't know, on something else, I could probably put 2 or 3 at a time because I have space for it. Not that I don't have space, I really do have space.
Does it just cook faster if you cook it one at a time?
No, but you have more control over it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I walk away and I do something else, it's not gonna fully cook. I don't want to cook it entirely by frying it. Why?
Yeah.
This is how it's cooked. Pretty much everybody that I learned this from, this is how they do it. It's not going to take very long at all. See what I mean? We're going to go through this really quick, and it's not going to take much time at all. So you just know that it's starting to cook on top here. A little sear. I don't want a whole lot. I don't want to eat burnt meat. Nobody wants to eat burnt meat.
No.
Cast iron is probably the best thing you can cook with. Why? Because it holds the temperature. So when this hits the 450 and we're done, we're ready to go. It's already heated. It's already hot. The only difference is I actually have a huge amount here, so I may literally have to do 2 runs.
You might have to, yeah.
I'm probably going to. So now I'm going to get a little bit braver because So when I put this in back, when I put everything back in, getting ready to bake, I sure don't want to be overlapping, because if you once you start to overlap, it doesn't cook as well.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're giving enough space. So I actually got a really large quantity here, so yeah, I'm most likely going to have to. I'm going to have to do a couple of batches, and that's all right. They take about 20 minutes each time.
Yeah, overlapping isn't good to do because it doesn't cook evenly if you do that.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that that's cooking evenly.
Yeah. Especially when it's pork, you want to make sure that it's cooked really well.
You hear that, Tony? Cook it really well, because this is how you get food poison, man.
It's not like beef or steak where you can just like have the pink on the inside.
You have to make sure that you're cooking everything all the way through with pork.
Absolutely.
And you know what, Tony, I understand, especially you, man, that you're always looking for something that you can cook that's easy. This is pretty darn easy. This, by all means, is not exactly fully cooked. So I'm going to turn the heat off here, because we're basically done with this. So we're ready to start baking. Okay, so now that we're ready to put this in here, and this is cast iron, so we need to make sure that when we take this out, putting this in here, that we actually putting it in and not killing our hands.
Yeah. That can be very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Okay, so we're going to be back in a few minutes. I need to clean my hands and my workspace a little bit, and then we're going to get ready for the sauce. But before we do, we're going to set a timer. So we're going to set it for 12 minutes. Then we're going to take it out and flip it. So we're back. Welcome back. So we're ready to make the sauce. We got everything in the oven. This took me a few minutes to clean up a few dishes that I need to use over again because, well, I really need it. So I like having a little bit of sweetness in here. Well, who's fooling anybody? We like having a lot of sweetness in here. So I'm not adding sugar. I'm sorry, not going to do it. And I know a lot of people would, but I won't. I'm going to use some low salt. If you see my videos recently, you know all about my fascination with low salt. Absolutely love it. If you don't love it, there's a problem with you. I'm gonna add some pepper, and I'm just joking, by the way. But honestly, it's absolutely decent. Did we get everything of it? Or? Probably did. Yeah, I did. All right, no big deal. I don't remember getting a brand new container. I'm pretty lucky because I only had to clean 2 things, but still. I don't think anybody here wants to see that. So I got a thing, it's sweet chili sauce. It's usually a Taiwanese thing. And I'm telling you, I love it. It's really good. I'm not a big person for a lot of spice, because I don't like a lot of spice myself.
No, Amy's the exact opposite.
Yeah, she likes a lot of spice. And that's fine. She can enjoy it. I don't. But this does have a good level of spice to it, but it's not too hot.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna add in some soy sauce. This is a sweet Dutch soy sauce, believe it or not. It's called ABC, and I'll tell you, they're absolutely amazing. They do not at all have a lot of sodium to it. It's very low content. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. That will help dispel sugars and keep things a little bit better. Then roasted sesame oil. Don't need a lot of that. If you're adding that, just be aware that it very well does contain a lot. It's very strong. It's not bad for anything like that, but it is strong. And the problem with that is if you put too much in, it'll taste like a rotten shoe.
Yeah, so you don't want to put a lot in there.
No, you don't.
Just a splash and that's it.
Yeah, and that's all you need, and that should be fine. You just want to give that a good mix. It'll help it'll help thin the honey down quite a bit. And I'm just going to leave this in here for now. Now I'm going to take that out. So this has 6 minutes left on it. This is going to go well. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this cook. Like I said, I put this in for 12 minutes. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to put a little bit of the sauce on that. Then I'm going to put it back in for another 12 minutes. And then we're going to let it rest for a little bit. Once it rests for a little bit, we're going to take it out. We're going to cut it and we're going to serve it. Then Amy Alex and I are going to take a little walk and surprise Amy with her own special version. It's going to be hot. So we'll be back. Welcome back. So we're getting ready to turn. And this is still batch number 1.
Oh, that's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And again, when you're dealing with cast iron, you really have to watch yourself and not.
You can't touch any part of it.
No, because it's really hot.
Yeah.
We really don't want to be messing with it because it can hurt you. You know, when I say it can hurt you, it can really hurt you bad.
I've made that mistake before, thinking that I could touch the handle and I'd be okay. But no, you don't want to do that.
Like, if you notice with cast iron, and the reason we can put this in the oven, unlike this right here, this got rubber, plastic, whatever it is. This is 100% cast iron.
Yeah.
So yeah, you really can't be touching. So I'm just gonna put a little on here. Don't need a lot. Some people say, just go crazy with it. I say you don't really need to go that nuts. Alright, so now we're going to put this back in here for another 12 minutes. We're going to take it out and we're going to see how cooked it is. Because it may have to go back in. We won't know that until it's done. So, timer. So always use cast iron, or when you're using cast iron, always use gloves. So we'll be back when we're done here. We're very close. Welcome back. So we're done. Well, sort of done. I still got one more in the oven right now. So.
But these ones are done.
These ones are done, and we don't need to go through the whole thing.
And they look really good.
So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take my knife. See how it's all cut here?
Yeah.
We're going to cut through here. Now, Alex brought up that we could have used a meat thermometer, and I'm going to tell you what I consider to be the danger of using a meat thermometer. And this is what a lot of people don't think about. Now, if you're using cast iron, theoretically, you should never have an issue. It should always be 100%. However, if you're not, you're using something else, and then you have to put it in a baking tray to go in, which if you don't have cast iron, that's what you would have had to do. You put it to one end, it says it's cooked, but you didn't do the second end, and it's not cooked right, because it may not cook evenly. Not everybody has a good, oven that cooks evenly all the way. It is what it is.
Especially if you have an older oven, it might not cook evenly.
So you always have to cut through. Always cut through. I can't say that enough. So I'm just going to take that, going to cut that, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of sauce on top. And that's it. What do you think? Does not look really good?
Looks really good.
Alex, you hungry now?
Yeah.
But here's a little trick. This is Amy's.
Amy's gonna get a special ingredient.
Yeah.
Hope she has water close by.
Me too. She probably does. So I'm going to stick that over here. We're going to find a cover for it in a few minutes. The rest of that, it's almost done. We let this cool down enough. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting this up. We're going to put this in serving trays, and I'm actually very going to eat this tomorrow as a meal. But for now, Amy can enjoy having a little bit of a soft piece of meat that's really hot. So hit that like, share, subscribe button. We really appreciate you. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.